Good morning, guys. Now, if you don't want to know anything about The Mandalorian Season 2, if you don't want to know if a rumor is true or false, please click away from this video, because this information probably spoils something. But I just find the way it was spoiled to be, A, somebody's getting fired, and B, kind of funny. An accidental funniness. Head shall roll from the production, I'm sure. So please, steer clear of this video if you don't want to know anything. I actually wrestled with the idea of making this, but to me it's just so in your face. I could not avoid it when I went online and looked for Star Wars stuff. This is what popped up, so I apologize. So yeah, anyway. It turns out Temuera Morrison, you know, the guy who played Jango Fett, the guy who all clones were modeled after, Mr. Temuera Morrison, his talent agency actually updated his resume, his CV, and on it is The Mandalorian Season 2 post-production Boba Fett 2020 credit for television. At first, when I saw this a couple days ago, I actually, bought it hook, line, and sinker. I didn't question it whatsoever. It seemed like a completely plausible mess up. And, it's not a leak. I wouldn't call this a leak. This is like an accident, man. This is an oopsie-daisy, right? And yeah, I bought it hook, line, and sinker. Didn't question it whatsoever. This morning I woke up and I said, you know what I'm gonna do? People like to mess with people online, right? The validity of this might be a little easier to find out than I might think. So what I did, I brought, a screenshot of the current talent agency website, which has that Boba Fett thing deleted. So I took a screenshot, I took it into Photoshop, and I actually tested like the verticality of the spacing between Boba Fett and Peter Bartlett against Powell and Warfield, some other credits that he has. And I noticed that that's a couple pixels off, man. And I was like, oh, the creator of this messed up. He didn't space it right. This is an obvious forgery. And I was about to go with that story until I went in the Wayback Machine, which is an internet archive of a bunch of websites saved over time. They take screenshots of websites over the years and we get different looks at websites as they were, right? So I plugged in the Temuera Morrison CV and lo and behold, boom, it's right there. September 18th, 2020. That is plain as day right there. So yeah, that's it. So yeah, man, it's not surprising at all to me. I don't know if I feel like this has been a rumor for a very long time. In my heart of hearts, I figured it would probably come to fruition. But in my head, I was like, no, I want The Mandalorian to just be on its own 2 feet without relying on characters we're already familiar with, right? And I still want that. But yeah, it's really interesting, man, how this is like the unintentional confirmation that Fett is in The Mandalorian Season 2. I hope it's very subtle, as Vince Wynn during a live stream said a couple days ago, or maybe it was yesterday. He said he's hoping and he has a feeling that it's going to be really, really subtle, subdued, and the execution of Boba Fett, if he's in there, and it would appear so, will be not bogged down with the most fan service imaginable, but it will be executed well. And that's all we can hope for, right? Because you guys know my feeling about resurrecting characters. Anyway, so what do you guys think of this? Yeah, again, I normally don't report on I don't report on leaks. I don't report on rumors most of the time. This to me was just so different, so weird and different, that I really wrestled with talking about it, but I just felt that it was such a mess up and oopsie-daisy that I just kind of couldn't help myself. So I apologize. I'm going to go crawl into a cave now. Bye.